You see, Mickey Rourke launched a GoFundMe to avoid getting evicted. What? What the hell? Yeah, Mickey Rourke approves GoFundMe to prevent eviction. Brother, just start up a Twitch stream and play Rogue Warrior. The greatest hits. Wow, what timing. I just replayed Rogue Warrior like 2 weeks ago. Wow. He's behind $60K in rent. Facing eviction from his Los Angeles rental home. He has to pay $59K in owed rent. Mickey Rourke currently facing a very difficult and urgent situation. He is at risk of being evicted. Life doesn't always move in a straight line, and despite everything Mickey has given through his work and his life, he is now dealing with a challenging financial moment that has put his housing at risk. The fundraiser will pay for immediate housing-related expenses and prevent eviction. The goal is to give him some stability and peace of mind during a stressful time so he can stay in his home and have the space to get back on his feet. Any donation, no matter the size, will make a real difference. It's run by Leah Joelle Jones, a friend and member of his management team. He received the 3-day eviction notice December 18th, signed the lease in 2025 for $5,200 a month, later raised to $7K. When was the last time Mickey Rourke was in something? I feel like it's been a while. Oops. Okay, neither one of these have a link to the GoFundMe. Oh, here it is. This one. He's raised $95K from fans. Holy, someone gave him $5K. Holy. No, surely he's been in something since Iron Man 2. There's no way that was the last production he was in. He can afford a place better than 99% of the population, just move houses. That's something about this that I think is being, like, really easily brushed over. He doesn't have to stay in this house for $7K a month, you know? Like, just go to a cheaper house, man. He's been in a ton of movies. Surely he can afford rent somewhere else. That's my thought. Like, I feel like he's got to have some kind of egg built up over this long. Look at the newest photos, Mickey Rourke from 2 days ago. He looks unrecognizable. They're not going well for him. See, well, he's also in his 70s, man. He's gonna look different. Is he like? Does he have like medical conditions or something going on, or like what? This is so weird. Brother, he's in his 70s. He's going to look different than the heartthrob that he was in the 80s. And this looks like it is probably something medical that's going on. What a weird thing to write. You're not allowed to look old in Hollywood. True. Not only are you not allowed to look old in Hollywood, if you don't look old in Hollywood, people get mad at you for that too. Like the people that do the plastic surgery to look younger, they get shit on as well. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You were the one that said aging is cringe. Shit is cringe, man. I'm not looking forward to being in my 70s either. But I also won't be getting plastic surgery. What if you looked like a monster in your 70s, like people got scared of you? What would you do then? I feel like there's a great opportunity to use that to your advantage. You could get into like theater acting or something like that. There's so many opportunities there. What you don't want to be is somewhere in the middle. Where you're not good looking and you're not ugly enough to be like a freak show or something. You're just like unpleasant. You still wish humans were immortal? Oh, fuck yeah, that'd be great. I'm a big advocate for immortality. That'd be amazing. Especially for animals in particular, man. If we can't do it for humans, at least do it for dogs and cats. You would hate it after a century? I fucking doubt it, man. It's not like... Let's go even further. Let's like 300 years from now. 300 years from now when they're announcing GTA 15... and it's like another 5 years away, that's a blink. It's like, oh, okay, cool, that's right around the corner. Whereas if you're not immortal, it's like, shit, hopefully I can make it that long. You know what I mean? Then you die wondering, you know, is it any good? What did I miss out on? Oh yeah, it'd be immortality within reason. I wouldn't want to be like 2 million years from now or something and like the entire galaxy in which I've been drifting has just now ceased to exist via heat death or something, and now I'm just floating through the empty cosmic void. Then I'd want to be like, okay, I've had enough of this immortality. I'll just go ahead and I'll take a dive. Like, it'd be immortality with an off switch, is more what I'm talking about. So like let's say it's a dosage of pills or like a shot or something in order to keep the immortality up and be like, all right, I'll miss this dose. Nothing left here. Shit's washed. What would stop people from taking away your pills? I don't know, I'd hide them really well. Subscription-based immortality. Yeah, see, that sounds cool. Do you think true immortality is possible? On average, people are dying a lot later, so you never know. That's a tough one. I feel like theoretically, yes. Like through, not, I don't think there's any way of doing it where you'd keep like all your human parts, like your flesh parts. Like you'd have to be like replacing certain things, I think, like a fucking car. But like theoretically, I think maybe. There was a really interesting movie called The Man from Earth that explored the idea of like a caveman who just had like really lucky genetics where everything worked perfectly and he was immortal fundamentally. And I don't think something like that's possible, but like the parts that start to rot and wither and stop working effectively, just having them swapped out with like machine parts would probably be the way. What point is it if it's just not you, though? Well, it would be. And then you're getting into something even more philosophical, like Theseus' ship, that kind of thing. You would just swap out... You'd have to keep the brain intact for it to make sense, otherwise you actually are just not there anymore. I think that's the most important part. Probably brain plus heart. How long until we put human subconscious into an android for immortality? That's probably quite a ways out. I don't think that's anytime soon. What about cryogenic freezing? That doesn't actually work. We looked at that on stream at one point. Even if you cryo-freeze someone right now, you still basically break all of their cells and everything. Everything just fucking, like, it's irrecoverable, really. Though, the argument is, in the future, they'd have a way to recover it, so I guess can't say for sure, but you basically die when you're cryo-frozen anyway. You're not, like, suspended, you're just dead. Wait, what baseball guy? Oh, he's talking about the famous case of the baseball player who had his head chopped off. This was after he died. His head was chopped off and frozen with the intent of being revived later. And then there was a huge, crazy series of drama and things that happened with his head. And, like, ownership of his head. And, like, it was crazy. Yeah, Ted Williams. Oh, it was nuts. You're gonna feel really silly once he wakes up from cryo sleep. I would feel very silly, that is true. That is very true. How about go near a black hole and come back to Earth in the future like an Interstellar? The fuck good does that do me? How in the world does that help me at all? That's not even immortality. I'm still me, I just missed the hundreds of years. Better chance of immortality in the future, though. Well, that's true, I guess. Yeah. Time travel's stupid because you would have to learn how to communicate with people anywhere past 500 years. I guess, but that's not really a good argument for why it'd be stupid. Like, just learn how to communicate with them. Plus, it's probably not going to be that hard. It'd probably just be shit like this. With how fast we're fucking spiraling. That's not like a good argument for why time travel would be dumb. It'd be easy to learn, I bet. Saw there's a new alien corpse that was just discovered. It's on Cosmic Road. Nazca mummy update. Alien brains revealed. Video of live beings and more. A shocking new Nazca mummy has been revealed. Hold on to your hats.
So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, the two we're looking at here are Sujay 1 and 2. We've already seen these guys, but take a careful look at these guys. These insectoid beings with these long limbs and these weird wing-like appendages on their back. One of them was pregnant.
Pregnant? Oh my god! What if those are human-alien hybrid babies she's carrying? That's why they were visiting Earth. A secret lover. So many questions left unanswered.
Was pregnant at the time they died. Yeah, pregnant with eggs. They wouldn't have delivered a live birth like Maria or Montserrat.
Oh,
They've got these weird appendages on them. People are calling them wings. That's what they look like. But that's not what wings look like on a skeleton of a winged being. So we don't really know what those are. Are those sensing apparatuses? What are they? But
could
it's
be
important to
anything.
look at these guys because there's been all sorts of x-rays and scans, CAT scans,
Hmm.
MRIs, you name it, that have been done on these guys. These appear to be completely legit beings, whatever they are. I don't really see any other way to look at them other than as hybrids of some sort.
Makes sense to me.
A forked tail. We got one of them that has like a crest on its head. It's crazy. And
Ugh.
one of them has an elongated snout. Very similar to what we're looking at here. We got tridactyls with tails and elongated snouts and fangs. Yeah, I mean that is really intriguing. The ancient
Agreed.
people
Let
of
me let me
Damascus
see its brain.
genuinely anomalous being. So same size, and they have these wing-like appendages. And I say wing-like because I don't think they're actually wings. I don't think that's what wings look like on bodies. So yeah, and is that
Oh my god. Oh, so this is Maria. This is the tridactyl species known as Maria, and this is a virtual autopsy conducted on it. Wow. Why would aliens have brains similar to ours? You're asking the wrong questions. You don't understand. He has a flat earth live stream in his feed. What? Where? Oh. Non-edible pizza party number 2, flat earth versus flat something. Broccoli or some shit, I don't really know. He's open-minded. Nothing wrong with that. He's exploring the possibility, nay, the truth that our world is actually flat. If you ignore all of the oodles of evidence that even flat earthers themselves provide about the earth being round by accident. Your dad believe in these aliens? No, he thinks this shit's super stupid. There's very little alien evidence that's been provided over the years my dad actually believes in. The only ones he finds interesting are like the flight footage ones that are still unexplained, like the Tic Tac and all that. Which I agree, those are the most interesting, the most compelling. But as for this kind of garbage, no. Thoughts on the Stranger Things possible new finale? Nobody actually believes that! God damn it, that's crazy. There's no way people actually believe that. They believe... Okay, I looked it up now. Yes, there actually is like a group of people that think this. So it looks like they believe a new episode is coming on January 7th. It suggests the ending viewers saw wasn't the real one. That's gotta be the ultimate insult to a director, like a writer, everyone. Where your finale is so poorly received from the people that loved your product the most that they actually can't accept how not good it was, that they come up with their own theory on how you actually must be having something else to deliver. I thought this was more so just a joke than anything, but it's not looking like it. There's actually a decent amount of evidence, but I think it's mostly writing mistakes. I can't imagine there's a decent amount of evidence to suggest a secret 9th episode. That I think what they're probably looking at is fucking plot holes that this whole season was filled to the brim with. That doesn't mean that the Duffer Bros have secretly cooked up a plan that erases those and it was actually all part of their master scheme to make everyone think that they fumbled. That would be the stupidest idea ever. Oh no. Members of the Wheeler family, including Nancy, Mike, and Karen, also debut shorter hairstyles that closely resemble Henry's. No, they don't. That's a crazy reach. They just have shorter hair. Also, if it's Vecna's illusion, why would he make them all look somewhat like him? He's never done that before. What is this? X a lie. Wow. Now that's compelling evidence. Oh god. While both Susie and Vicky were absent from the epilogue, some theorists believe Vecna left them out entirely because he didn't know who they were and therefore couldn't include them in the ending he allegedly constructed. Oh, that's so sad. It wasn't Vecna who forgot who they were, I'm sorry to tell you. According to Conformity Gate theorists, the final episode of Stranger Things could be released January 7th. Why that date? Netflix previously shared a cryptic post reading, "Your future is on the way," accompanied by a January 7th tag, leading some members of the fandom to speculate it could be connected to the theory. It also is significant in general because it marks Orthodox Christmas, which aligns with Season 5's release pattern of dropping episodes on major holidays, including Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. Oh my lord, this is so sad. So they're taking this, which seems to clearly be an advertisement for whatever the fuck this thing is, as it must be Stranger Things. Interesting. We'll see. The 7th is tomorrow. Every Insta account of Netflix in different regions changed their bio to relating of Stranger Things. No shit, it's their flagship series that just ended. Of course everything's going to be relating to Stranger Things. They want as many people as possible to watch it. There's a lot of kids who grew up with this show, so this is probably the first time they had a bad ending to something they liked. I guess that's entirely possible, yeah. This might be the first not good ending they've seen to one of their favorite shows. Has a show ever faked out an ending and shadow dropped the real one? Not to my knowledge, because that's an extremely stupid thing to do. Like, that is... Let's say they actually do this. I think that would be the dumbest maneuver possible. Because all you do is just make people believe that you produce something shitty and then say, "Gotcha! It was actually us making something shitty, like we did do that, but it's because we wanted to bait and switch you with something good now." Like, that's really dumb. That's really, really stupid. You still made dog shit. And then a follow-up. I tried fake ending on Netflix and it worked. Is that where you type in fake ending in the search and it brings up Stranger Things? I saw someone in chat mention that earlier. Do me a favor, type in poop butt and tell me what comes up and what does that mean? I'm sure you could do that for 1,000 fucking things. The reason Stranger Things probably pops up when you type in fake ending is because it doesn't have anything to fill that fucking search query, which means it's just going to default to giving you the most popular goddamn thing on Netflix right now. Let bro believe in the whimsical. I don't care. Ultimately, it's fine. It's a harmless cope. Hey, it'd be great to eat my own words. Maybe January 7th rolls around and they're like, "Gotcha! It's actually... here's the real ending." That'd be great. That'd be cool.